Blessed day, my fellow Africans. Today I want to bring something to your attention that I have observed about this Chidima situation. It's very interesting to me that the true foreigners in South African land have said not a single word to attack Chidima. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the Dutch. They never said anything. The Afrikaner Dutch never said a single word. The British foreigners in our land have never said anything. This was just a conversation between black people, black celebrities, super social media platforms talking about black attacking another black person and black people being so happy that Chidima has finally stepped out of Miss South Africa. I thought that we won something. Honestly, I thought South Africans are going to get land back after taking Chidima out. And the honest conversation that we are not having also is that every foreigner that gets fraudulent papers in South Africa, there is a South African that is responsible for that act. That is something that we need to talk about in this video and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we back at it again with another one. And this time around, I want to cover this interesting fact that white people are not making any noise about Chidima. Because white people, they know that they are the true foreigners in our land. They know it. It's only us Africans that will argue that fact. But white people, they will never argue it. The Dutch people will never argue it. They know if we were to say, go back where you come from, that will apply to them also. That's why you will never see them attacking foreigners. They will never do that. They are not interested in that because the foreigners, they don't economically affect them in any way, shape or form. But our African brothers live amongst us as Africans. So we feel the urge to attack them because they are an easier target. White people are not bothered who is coming from Zimbabwe and who's not coming from Zimbabwe, who's coming from Nigeria, whose mother is Mozambican and the other one is Lesothoan. They don't know the difference actually, because white people see us black people as one. It's only us that see ourselves as divided. Only us. When you go wherever you come from in Africa, you go to Europe, you're an African. They don't distinguish. They don't distinguish that it's American, African, or you're an African. You're an African. A black person in China is an African. A black person in Japan is an African. No, you would be wasting your time trying to explain to them, no, I'm from Africa, but actually from Zimbabwe, and in Zimbabwe we are different from South African because they don't care. They just see an African. And that is why you did not see black African people, white people, celebrities like you see in the black community taking their time to tweet and to make videos about this. They don't care. They don't care. And it is up to us who are Pan-Africanists. Whether you like it or not, you will watch our videos because you know deep down in your heart, you need a Pan-Africanist brother to always call you guys to order. And that's what King Said So is here for. I'm not here to play. I do Pan-Africanism. I have submitted my life and my resources to Pan-Africanism. I know it is a fight, a cause that is very difficult and a road that is less traveled. But I have given my heart and my whole being to saying I will stand up for an African person wherever they come from. That's who I am. That's who I am. Whether you like it or you don't, that's your problem. It does not change the quality of my life. But I will continue to fight, to advocate and educate and decolonize the mind of my African brothers who are so in love with their colonized situation. So ask yourself that question and be honest with me. And honesty is something that we need to have when we're having a conversation. Why is it that African people are not bothered about this? Have you ever thought of it? Have you ever thought why the British, why everyone who is white, the white celebrities, why you never had Helen Ziller say anything about this because both her parents are not from South Africa, why you never had Natasha from the DA say, I mean, these people are very opinionated people. They always have something to say, but you never had anything from the white parties, the Freedom Front Plus. You only hear from the EFF and you hear from the black parties because black people are the ones that are concerned about the division. Of course, they are pulling in different directions. Others are saying, listen, Chidima is our sister. Let's love and cherish her. Others are saying, hey, she must go back. All of those things. That is what we Africans are concerned about. And I have taught you in my channel, and you guys continue not to listen. But I will say it again. They distract us with this type of things so that we can continue to forget the cause of African people. The cause of the fight against the land repossession without compensation, the fight against the economical situation, fighting back to own our minerals, fighting back to own the Reserve Bank, fighting back to own the agriculture sector. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the main things that run the economy. Agriculture, financial sector, the minerals that you are mining, and the distribution and flow of our cash flow, meaning the Reserve Bank. Because our government will forever owe the Reserve Bank. There's something I want to also say that I said in the introduction. I hope you caught it. Every foreigner that comes to our land, South Africa, whether legal or not, they have to pay what we call jojo. What is jojo in another language? Nibiza ni jojo. Go right on the comment section so that people can know what is jojo. They have to bribe. That's the best I can do. They have to bribe their way throughout everything. As a foreigner in South Africa, even if you came here legally, to put your child in a school, you have to bribe. To get your driving license, you have to bribe another South African. The South Africans will always abuse. They let the white people come to the front of the line and they let the black person stand at the back. You guys know what is happening in our driving schools. It's normal in South Africa in driving schools to bribe. It's normal. Look at Mpumalanga, where I come from. Getting a license was not an issue. Passing out was not a thing. People bought the driver's license. It's a fully fledged industry of buying driver's license. You guys have seen the cases of driving schools running actually the Department of Traffic, the Department of Traffic. You guys know Traffic Department. I mean, so you guys know that bribery, Jojo, is a culture for South Africans. So even in Home Affairs. Home Affairs is one of those places where you're going to find a bribery like you've never seen it before. They frustrate you with the system. First of all, they allow you to wait so that your visa can expire, so that you can resort to desperate measures. The Home Affairs people, if we look at their lifestyle, if we do a life audit, actually, the South Africans, if you look at their salary of 15,000 rand, and you look at the car they're driving, and you look at the houses they're staying in, and the items in the house, they are living their life because they are milking our African brothers and us here in South Africa of bribery just to make the system go faster. I mean, what can you do as an African brother? You go there, you ask, how far is my visa application? Yeah, system is off. System is off. And on the corner, you find someone who works in the same department, who is a South African, that say, my brother, come, I can help you. Give me 5,000 rand. It's South Africans that do this. South Africans who are saying they don't want illegal foreigners are the ones that put them here. Look at the South Africans that are working at the border patrol. You find them there, just putting people in with money. And this is a fact. It's not an opinion. You South Africans, you disgust me because you say you don't want illegal foreigners, but you are the ones that give them the access to come in. You are the ones that give them access at the borders. You're working. There are South Africans that are working to pick up people who have jumped the border from one point to another. We have seen so many cases of when a taxi or a South African taxi full with undocumented Zimbabweans. You guys, how many times have you guys done this? The same thing happens at OR Tambo. Everywhere, Home Affairs, police. You see police working with our African brothers who don't have papers, who are running illegal businesses. But those businesses, they close and then open, close and then open, close and open. Pakistani shops. You ask yourself, why is this happening in South Africa? South Africans are greedy. They want money. If Chedima said, I'll buy you guys, all of you, airtime, you would keep quiet because you are used to bribery, you South Africans. And somebody must tell you to your face. So that is why Pan-Africanism is important, to remind us to say, listen, we are brothers and sisters. You don't have to bribe me in order to get your citizenship. As long as you are in the right, I will work because it's my job to issue you a birth certificate. But people resort to bribery, and I'm not specifically speaking about Chidima's mother, because the prima facie evidence is very questionable. We are waiting to hear the outcome. And I hope when the outcome comes out and is favorable to Chedima, that they sue the Department of Home Affairs. The Department of Home Affairs loses cases against them each and every year. Aaron Motsoaledi has been losing cases where they've abused their power by blocking people's IDs and everything for no good reason. So I hope, Chidima, when you watch this video and the results come out and they clear your mother and they clear you, you better sue the department and get your money, girl. Get your money. They have money. The department has got money to play with. Sue them. You understand what I'm saying? South Africans, they love bribery. You will bribe for a driver's license. That's why, have you ever asked yourself at driving school, why is it that we need to turn our head like this and like that and like everywhere? Why is this people if you do this, is this not an indication that you observed on the side the blind spots? Is that not indication enough? I have seen people take their head out of the truck. I'm like, what is these people doing? It's because if you don't do that in South Africa, they will make you fail your driving school, your driving lesson. They will make you fail in South Africa. But if you just put a 1,000 there on the desk, when the traffic officer comes in and they look at it, they look at you. You can drive and you can never look on one side. And when you get back, you will pass your driving your license. Because that's what South Africans do. Go to Home Affairs and look what there's people that are known by Pakistanis, Nigerians, Zimbabweans, that if you want your visa fast, go and speak to King. If you speak to King, your things will be fast. Your things will be fast. South Africans and King works with the whole unit in the Department of Home Affairs. He knows who to go to, how to make things work faster. Indeed, things do happen faster in South Africa if you've got money. So you can blame Nigerians, Zimbabweans, whatever, but you South Africans, you are the ones that are doing it, and somebody must tell you. I'm not saying all the workers in Home Affairs, but even those who in Home Affairs who are honest, they see what is happening, because some of these people that are doing these things are their supervisors and their managers and their directors, and they've got no power. They've got no power. So I'm saying, yes, investigate Chidima's mother, do whatever. But please investigate everyone, because it's so amazing to me that you guys have forgiven. You can't forgive what have happened to Chidima 23 years ago, but people, the apartheid government was still killing our people even in 1993, up until 1993. But you have forgiven the apartheid government. You have forgiven Bofervoet and all of them. You have forgiven them. You have even made them ministers. For killing Chris Hani, you get rewarded with a ministerial position. Correctional service, you can go, you know. But yes, you killed Chris Hani, but it's fine. You can be there. You know, that is what you South Africans are doing. You forgive the white person, but the black person, you punish them. And it's amazing that the black person that you are punishing was helped by a fellow South African. Go in the comment section and tell your boy if I'm right or wrong. I know I'm right, but just go in the comment section and share your thoughts. Let me hear what you guys are saying. Every illegal foreigner that has entered here and got fraudulent documents, it was because of the help of a South African. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. There's no illegal people that are working in the Department of Home Affairs. It's South Africans that are working there. It's South Africans that are working in the Department of Home Affairs. It's South Africans that are working in the South African Police Force. They are working there and they look away from drug dealers because drug dealers give them money. Is that not true? That South Africans, you guys are not patriotic to your country the way you claim that you say you are? Somebody correct me on the comment section. I'm open. I'm open. So we come back to Pan-Africanism and everything. I repeat, I've given my life and myself away to saying I am sick and tired of living with this abnormal situation as if it is normal. South Africans have forgiven their colonizers. I'm not part of those Africans. I want Africa to be great again. And I want those who took our land, those who raped our ancestors, those who changed our surnames, those who changed our names, you Africans that are using white names, everything, those who stole our spirituality, those who stole our minerals, I want them to pay. And I will never change that. I will never change that thought. And as a Pan-Africanism, you can't look at Africa in the eyes of borders. The best you can do is the integrated advanced border system where information and people and goods flow freely and recorded as such. You understand? So I will never stand back from Pan-Africanism. People that say I've unsubscribed since you said you are a Pan-Africanist. You guys are new on my channel. My channel has been here for some time now. Well, over a year, but you know, it's been some time. I've been grinding over that year, pushing and educating my people about Pan-Africanism. I will never stop. And that is why we are building Paseta. Paseta is a Pan-Africanist school. The beginning of the name of the school is Pan-Africanist, School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. That's what we believe in, that Africans can have their own independent education system to teach to their African child. I'm not a complaining darky, you know, always complaining, but you do nothing. You are so strong and so opinionated on the comment section, but when we check your life, you are doing nothing. We as Africans, as I said, listen, we will contribute to the Pan-Africanist school and we will build it from scratch with African money. If you don't advocate and you don't favor Pan-Africanism, do not bother to donate, because your donation comes in on a condition. But those who understand that indeed our education system is very weak, indeed our children are being taught rubbish, indeed the history that our children are being taught is diluted, indeed why is it our children are learning Macbeth and Shakespeare and all of this rubbish that our children are learning. If you want your children to have genuine education that is going to boost them in terms of their quality of life and their ability to solve problems, it has to be a school that we are in charge of. The government cannot do that for us. The government can absolutely not do that for us. So that's the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We are pushing it. And we are asking you as an African who is concerned about the education level in South Africa, the education quality in South Africa, to contribute a 50 rand. We're not asking much from people. We are saying people who believe in this vision, whether you are overseas, we've been getting a lot of donations overseas, whether you are in Africa, you can send a 50 rand. I don't know what is a 50 rand converted to dollars. It's probably almost nothing. It's probably $8 or something like that, or $4 or something like that. But I'm saying, if you believe in this dream, contribute to it, so that we can build a Pan-Africanist school and teach our children to say, love yourself as a country, But do not hate your neighbor because they are different from you. Do not hate your neighbor because they are poorer than you or darker skinned than you. Let's educate ourselves and let's give our neighbors solutions to their problems. When Zimbabweans fight their problems, we come and we tell them, oh, we think you can do 1, 2, 3 to solve your problems. And Zimbabweans do that. The same way that we are calling China to come and solve our problems, African countries should be able to rely on each other to say, listen, I've got a problem with food. Who must I call? Let me call Burkina Faso. Let me call Ghana. Let me call Senegal. Or I've got a problem with doctors. Who can I call in Africa? Where can I send our students to go and study medicine in Africa? And we send them to an African country. That is what is a vision of Pan-Africanism. Togetherness and unity of African countries, So thank you so much to everyone that has contributed to the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. Continue to do that. The great work that you are doing, it's really appreciated. We appreciate you, we and the team. And don't forget to follow us on www.paseta.co.za. Paseta.co.za. Please make sure that you go on the website and browse the website. There's a place where you can press save. Then you save is us. Then you can give us your professions and what you want to do. Alternatively, you can also communicate with us on our WhatsApp group. So we want people to say, King, I've got expertise in engineering. I think I can teach engineering. I'm a lecturer. I'm a whatever. I'm a graduate. I know how to teach farming. I know how to teach combat. I know how to teach sports. I know how to teach technology. I know how to do graphic designs. I can teach children how to do jewelry making. Everything that is going to be worth value to our African children. We need you guys to contribute it, and let's build this school together. You understand? And let's stop being distracted by small things. I told you guys, they will distract us. You will see before the year ends, we'll have 3 more distractions. And the next thing, 2024, is done. Then it's 2025. They distract us January. They distract us February. They distract us. And every time we are fighting amongst each other, the white people are busy building institutions. When you wake up, you will hear that Orania is completely bordered. They have built a border around Orania because you are busy complaining about things that don't change the quality of your life. I want to hear what you're going to say on the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. There is much love from me to you guys. Everyone is an African brother and sister. Whether you agree or disagree with me, I will always stand by your side. And I will always support you. Insult or no insult, I will always support and defend you as an African person. I don't care if you're South African, Zimbabwean, Mozambican, Lesotho, or you are in Senegal, or you are in Ghana or Sudan. I don't care whether you are in Accra, in Ghana. I don't care. I will support and love you as an African brother. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.
Blackheart, the hustle continuer. Made to inspire your goals and dreams. 100% good quality clothes are now available at affordable prices. T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, and more. Place your orders now. 06847366908. Instagram Black7576. Facebook page Blackheart.